Tell you why the white people are treating me this way. First of all, you will not take it personally. You will not internalize it. They are racist. They suffer from a biopsychosocial mental illness that they acquired during the experience in the ice. They are a traumatized cave people. You will never take what they do literally, and you will never allow what they say to bother you. So once upon a time, son and daughter, God created the sun people. And the sun people lived under the sun. And they were the only people in the entire world, the sun people. And the sun people looked just like you. In fact, you are a descendant of the sun people. The sun people were happy people. They were a honest people. They were a loving people.
Nobody ever questioned this. Why did anybody who's not melanated have to use sunscreen? You know why? Ask yourself, why did people who's not melanated need to use sunscreen when they're out in the sun? First thing first, who's all melanated, they are sun people. Who's from the sun, who's melanated, that's a sign of life. Life grows in the sun. Without no sun, there's no life. So ask yourself this question: why do people who need sunscreen cannot stay out in the sun for very long? Answer that question. Why Bill Gates trying to do everything in his power to block the sun? Ask yourself that question, because anything that's got life has the sun. And as melanated people, we create life. We are life. That's what this planet was at one point in time. It's full of life. It was all sun. It was sunny. It was no winters. It was full of life. Now we got these evil people create clouds to cover our sun. You got these evil people created the winter. You got these evil people came from the mountains. Now this is not racial, this is truth. That the artificial race is trying to block out the sun because they know they cannot live with the sun. So that's what they tell you about these artificial race. They trying to kill out the sun. So if they kill out the sun, they trying to kill out the melanated people. Ask yourself this question. Why? Life grew fresh water. Life grew trees, fruits, vegetables. But they trying to kill it out. And that's why that these so-called artificial race, they grow to know to eat their meat. They know to eat their meat raw. They really basically they the real savages because they came from the mountains. And the mountains, you know, when you're at the highest point, it's cold, no sun. Basically, they had to eat what was crawling out the mountains. Now, use your common sense that anything that's crawling out, they had to eat, they had to drink, because there was no fresh water. They had to drink blood because that was the only thing that came out, because fresh water didn't grow in the mountains. So that tells you that when you go to the restaurant, when every time a person order their meat rare, it tells you something. 9 out of 10, that person is not melanated. Like I said, this is not racial. This is the truth. Ask yourself this question: why are they trying to kill life? Why are they trying to X out the sun? Why are they trying to act like that the sun never done anything for us melanated people? Ask yourself that question: why life grew in the sun? Because a lot of questions need to be answered. A lot of people just ain't answering the right questions. First thing first, we have to start coming together. Because right now we is rolling into a collective consciousness. We all one. And then we got to know the truth. This is a snippet of what you gonna experience. I had to do this audio just to make you think. Why that anybody that's not melanated have to use sunscreen? You do your research.
This land was stolen from us, God gon' get it back in blood. Jeremiah 51:20, I'm loading up these slugs. Every time a cracker kill us, they sweep it under the rug. We them Israelites and some of us was crippin', some was blood. I ain't trying to glorify it, that's just simply what it was. I've been going through it ever since I was a jitterbug. Grew up on Section 8 EBTs while crackers oppressing us. We running down on each other like why we do they job for them. Then we locked up looking at them for help, niggas looking dumb. Brothers numb to the pain on all these pharmaceutical drugs. We gon' get it back in blood, yeah, how wish I come in and clutch. I pray Putin press the button even if I turn to dust. Pray before I go to sleep, glizzy right next to the bed. I know angels watch over me, but still got one in the head. Ain't no other way to say it, feel like Daniel in the den. I'm cool with lions, gorillas, but not no snake, man, that shit dead. Death to America, God gon' get it back in blood. Jeremiah.
This is an underdevelopment of the pineal gland from them living in the ice climate. That caused a different in their behavior, whereas we're the sun people. So again, when we look at the Asia, and you see their eyes, the way their eyes look, why is that? Thousands of years, those of you who live in the northeastern part of the United States, when that sun hits that snow, what's the first thing your eyes do? It's bright, it closes, it's the squint. So this would cause Asians to look the way that they look, okay? So that also, now if you're living way out on the Serengeti Plains, okay, and you have to take in oxygen. You have to take in oxygen. So what's going to happen? Your nose are going to be wider to take in oxygen. You live in now let's go to the highlands of Ethiopia, all right? Now Ethiopia, that's my first experience to realize when I went to Ethiopia for the first time, I'm thinking all of Africa is hot, okay? So I didn't bring any coats. So I get up to the highlands of Ethiopia and it's cold. I said it's cold in Africa, all right? But for them to take in oxygen, what happens to their nose? Thin. So these are African features, brothers and sisters. These are not European features. These are African features. Africa gave birth to everybody on the planet Earth. But white supremacy wants to make you think that other people have, they're in other people, not the other way around. We gave birth to them through the Grimaldis. Okay, that became the Cro-Magnon man. We gave birth to Asia through the Grimaldis, who migrated to Asia.
Well, Sheikh Anta Diop teaches us about the sun people and the ice people. So what gave them the momentum is psychological disposition that came out of that ice age. So for sun people, African people, what was their psychological disposition? Living in the warmth, very little clothing, could just go outside and pick a fruit, as Dr. Ben would say, because there was this abundance. Whereas for ice people living in the caves and hills through the ice age, developing that disposition, the first thing they had to go out and do is kill.
As it relates to domination on a physical level, as it relates to torture, murder, mayhem, as it pertains to a society that has no order and arrangement, then they would have some form. If you look at the word dominance, they would have the word dominance. The question is, as it relates to honor, integrity, and dignity, is that the type of dominance that you want? If you want to create the type of society that inbred is about to implode on itself because of the nature of the conditions you've put on people, then you would have to use the word dominant, and I would use the word dominant. But if you're looking for the society that I believe is balanced within the forces of nature, then they are not dominant. In fact, they are inferior to the fact, because eventually nature is going to take back what they attempted to steal. You cannot cancel the future. You can only postpone it.
The sun people. And the sun people lived under the sun. And they were the only people.
What's up, everybody? Yo, one thing, y'all forgot something. Y'all, don't forget to visit the Awakening store. Hey, shh. I hear somebody coming. Okay, we good. Hey, one thing y'all need to do, y'all need to go and visit the Awakening store if you want to lift your vibration up.